Hello, Umayama.
Unmuted.
Hi.
Hi, how are
Hello,
you, ma'am?
Umayama.
Hi, good
Oh,
evening.
good
How are you
evening.
all?
Yeah, we are fine. How about you, ma'am?
Fine, thank you so much.
Okay, so we could see your smile. Like seeing your kid achieve great things will be one of the greatest pleasure for all
Yeah, yeah,
parents.
yeah. Thank you, ma'am. I mean, we can't just process it also. Like, as of now, we are just. It is not sunk in. Like she has achieved this sort of.
It's like
It's
unbelievable.
unbelievable. Even right now, we are just sort of in a dream-like situation.
Have been getting lot of messages, been busy texting all
Yeah,
the friends, relatives. Will
exactly,
be
ma'am. And felicitations are going on from all classes and all. So that's the this.
yeah. Okay. So, Umayama, how about you?
Yeah, even I'm very happy, ma'am. Like, I'm just overjoyed. And like, even when
Okay.
I go for felicitations and all, and students ask me, why are you so silent and all? And I'm like, I'm taking time to process all this. I just can't believe it.
Yeah, right. So it'll be like a unbelievable journey for everybody. So the
Yeah,
sudden
ma'am.
shock, and also this result also released suddenly. It was unexpected.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So
correct, ma'am.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
ma'am.
okay. So
Hello,
by the time,
ma'am, audible to you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. Ma'am, yeah, the
Okay,
result was
so
really suddenly, yeah, because we were not expecting it, you know. The thing is, it was like they released the final answer key, and within a few hours, the result came out. So, like,
yeah.
so
So
not
by the time
prepared
the
mentally for the same.
result
Yeah,
was announced, when you came to know, so
yeah.
what you were exactly doing, and will be almost everybody is unexpected. So
Yeah, so like at that time I was just like I was just talking to my parents and my family and all, and suddenly my chemistry teacher phoned me and he was like, oh, he was just telling me that, oh, my I need to tell you something. And I was like, yes. He said that it's about a NEET result. It's been released. You got 720 as you already know, and just check it out.
So from the answer key, we had checked the OMR, na? So like the answers were corresponding with the final answer key.
And he told me that as soon as you check it out, send me your mark sheet and all because I would like to share it with other people. So at that time, I just checked it immediately, and then everything suddenly started all of a sudden, like contacting all my teachers and like basically everything.
okay.
you might be feeling like a celebrity or what?
Yes, ma'am, actually.
Actually, you might be
Like
feeling like a
people who are almost
celebrity only.
unknown to me, who I hardly am close to, even they are messaging me, congratulations, we are so proud of you and so happy to have been associated with you and in whatever stage of life. And like, I'm like, I hardly even know them, they hardly even knew me, and yet they're going out of their way to message me, and I'm like really touched by that.
And school teachers are phoning up, like they read in the papers and all. So like it's come in the newspapers here and everywhere on social media. So like that's how people came to know, and people are phoning up who are not even known to us, like just to congratulate random strangers. So like it's a very good feeling for us.
Yeah, ma'am, it's
So
like a celebration, a lifetime celebration for all of you. I'm also mom, so I can imagine your happiness,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
happy
Mhm.
parents feel on
Correct, ma'am.
achievements like this, whenever children make achievements like this. So, how happy you might be feeling. And,
Yeah.
ma'am, in the same way, the entire MemoNeet team is also feeling so happy for Umama
Thank you so
that
much,
we
ma'am.
have
Thank you.
a user who has scored, like we are also feeling like a family, like our happiness
Yeah,
is
yeah, ma'am.
similar to yours
Definitely.
only.
And the
So,
app has helped her a
Umema,
lot.
can you tell us about your journey so that will become a source of inspiration? How you started this preparation and how you came across the Memoni tab?
So like,
Like it will be,
How you started.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
so like,
Ma'am, this is
and
the first attempt
inspiration for
itself.
the upcoming.
Yeah, yeah. She cracked
Oh,
at the first
great.
attempt. She'll tell you how she started 11th, 12th.
ma'am,
Oh
so
my
like,
God, that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. You cleared in the first attempt. No words to praise you, my child. So, how you started, you have to, like, for the upcoming aspirants, how you started your journey, and how you came across the MemoNeet app.
So like the start of the 2 years NEET course, so like the starting is moderately smooth because you don't. So like, but then after some time, you start getting overwhelmed with work, and like you do not understand what to do. But then like as you keep studying continuously, you realize that the portion is a lot, but still you'll be able to manage it. And like at the start, you feel, will I be able to manage everything? And then you're like, okay, I'm studying every day, so I'll definitely be able to manage it. And of course, you need parents and family's full support. I mean, like, without family support, it's impossible to get such marks. And you even need good teachers, obviously. You need good sources for studies, and like, you need to do NCR entirely. You need good sources for MCQ. As time passes, things do go up and down, but like, um, you soon get used to it. And like you need to understand that you are not going to do well every day in every class test or whatever. You need to understand that it's like a roller coaster and it's a long 2 years course. So there are going to be good moments and there are going to be bad moments. And like the good moments are when you should actually like say that this is my good moment. I've reached this high. Now I can go higher. So you should put in all your effort into going higher. And at your bad moments, like when you're doing badly in a test or if you're not able to study or something, you should tell yourself that this is my lowest, now I can't go any lower than this, and that I should uh, I should take this as positive motivation and work more hard so that this doesn't happen again. So like you need to use it in both like you need to use the good times and the bad times both in a motivating way. And like the journey as a whole, it has many ups and downs, but as a whole, it's like very enjoyable because if it was a smooth straight road, it wouldn't be that enjoyable. I mean, anyone would enjoy a roller coaster more than driving on the road. It's the same type of thing. You need some change. You need things to keep happening. But like, of course, there is stress, and you feel, will I be able to do it? But then you need to have you need to have a family who's going to support you and tell you that don't worry, you're definitely going to do it. Don't take stress. You need to have some method of stress buster. You need to be doing some exercise regularly, and you should also need to be um you should have good teachers who can continuously mentor you that you're going to do well, you're going to do well, you don't need to worry. And you should have this faith deep down within you that I'm working so hard, more hard than most people in the country. So if there's no chance of me not clearing it. If I'm putting in all my effort for 2 years, I am going to clear it, come what may. And like about how I found out about MemoNeet. So like on Quora, I often search for people's opinions of how to study and all. Like, because, they also are students who given the exam, so their opinions are quite valuable. So,
Especially NCRT content.
yeah, so basically, and most of my Google searches and all also are NEET or NCRT or something only. So even if I just open Quora randomly, just all the searches which come up are NEET. So I once typed NEET bio line by line MCQs. So then on Quora, someone had put up a detailed answer about MemoNeet and how it helped them and how like in bio and chemistry they had line by line MCQs. And then like I and my mom were like, we have to try this out. So we did that. I mean, like we downloaded MemoNeet and we started seeing it. Like first we saw the free content to see if it was a good app. And then we found it quite good. So then we like bought the elite plan also. And
And the purchase also was very smooth because I managed that aspect. I purchased it through WhatsApp and it was very convenient. People were most cooperative and there was a bit hitch in paying the amount, but eventually with the other link it went through, and we got the content as soon as the payment was made. I mean, it was very smooth, the whole operation.
And then like after that, I used to use the app like when I was tired of studying the theory and I wanted to do the MCQs, but MCQs which I had not done before, I opened the app because of all our books, I'd already done the MCQs a long time ago, multiple, like 2 or 3 times. So I didn't want to repeat those. So I wanted new MCQs. So I opened the app and like sometimes just as kind of when I want to save each and every minute and like I'm just walking from one place to from some class to some other class, and at that time I just do it on my phone. And because on my phone it's much more convenient, like I just need to remove it from my pocket, and while other people are scrolling WhatsApp or Instagram on their phones, I'm scrolling MCQs or NCRT lines or something on the app. And like also like my classes were moderately far from my house, so like while commuting in the car, it's difficult to study from a book, but on the phone it's quite convenient. So that's why for commuting the app was very helpful. And like I didn't find the phone distracting. Means like I didn't use. I mean, it wasn't that I would use it for any wrong purpose, because my whole life I didn't exactly, I don't bother much about a phone. So it wasn't that the distraction aspect was there. So like even my parents, they had no qualms about me like continuously using the phone or something, because they knew I was not going to be wasting time on it. So like they were like, they didn't even have any like check that what am I doing on the phone or anything. So if I was on the phone, they presumed I was studying, reading NCRT PDF or referring to MemoNeet app or something.
So you broke that misconception that mobile phone is distracting. It will be a distracting factor in your preparation. It's up to the your choice absolutely whether you want to scroll Instagram or watch some random YouTube videos or
To
you
go
wanna
on and
do the
offline memory.
practice.
Exactly, ma'am. Yeah.
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 So you can
So,
utilize
you
it in a
have,
way where you, sorry, yeah, can.
no, ma'am, please continue. Please
Yeah, okay.
continue.
The thing is, like, for her, the phone was majorly for reading the NCRT books and for using the MemoNeet. Rest of the time, she was like not using the phone, only for receiving calls. She wasn't on WhatsApp, and
Okay.
she like only for needful reasons. She wasn't on Facebook, Insta, Snapchat, anything, no social media usage. And it
Okay.
wasn't like or we had told her not to. She by herself had made up her mind. Like, 2 years, I am just
Yeah.
focusing on things that. And this app was very
Like,
convenient, ma'am. On the go, on the move, you could use it. Like how you can eat a
yeah,
sandwich on
like,
the move. Like that. Hmm.
so,
Like it wasn't not.
Mema, you like the presentation, like the way the questions are presented in MemoNeet, you like the way, um,
Yeah, ma'am. Like I really like it was kind of very convenient, and like it was
convenient.
organized also well. Like if I feel that I'm good at this chapter, except for this particular topic, so I don't need to go through the entire chapter to search for MCQs of that topic. I just click on that topic's name and do MCQs. And like I can choose also the difficulty level whether I want like at the start when you do want to start with moderate or easy MCQs, but then like when you're doing 1 week before the exam, you want to do something of a moderate, slightly higher level, so you are exposed to all sorts of stuff. So like there was these filters also for the difficulty level and all. And other than that, like and also it was fully NCRT based, and in the solutions also, like especially for bio and chem, you click on the solution in a question, so to show you the exact NCRT reference along with the page number. So that was also very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
the
you are
second
actually
trend is
breaking the tradition, like the students who are very serious. There is a tradition, there is a word of mouth publicity that serious aspirants only go to coaching classes and study and read books and materials. So you are actually breaking a tradition that there is an app who can help you to thorough NCRT. Like MemoNeet has helped
Yes,
you
ma'am. And NEET
to
is like an
thorough.
exam where Ma'am, like NEET is like an exam where it's like teaching is of course important, NCRT is very important, but and MCQs are also important. And also like you cannot say that okay, I've got 5 minutes to do, I'll just waste it. Your attitude should be like I've got 5 minutes to do, I should have a source at which in 5 minutes also I can do a lot of work
You
or
should
do a
have
lot of
easy
MCQs.
access to
Yeah.
MCQs. That is possible with such an app. That's what.
Yeah, you like the segregation of question, Umayama, the way we have
Yes, ma'am.
segregated the topic and
Like that one made it
subtopic.
very
You like
convenient
it?
for me. Like in most
Yeah,
MCQs which you solve from MCQ books, and even they are quite good. I mean, but my point is like in that I need to search the chapter to find the topic or the type of MCQs I want. But yeah, I just click on assertion reason and I get that, or I just click on PYQs and I get that. So that's what made it
yeah.
very easy to me.
yeah. And
Okay,
also
so
have
how
you
many
used
years?
the PYQ marked NCRT feature? Like they are the within NCRT, the PYQs will be marked in every line.
Ma'am, so like I just referred to that once and then I marked it in my own NCRT hard copy.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you were
Okay, you
that.
refer
So
that
how
and you
many
have
years
marked it in
NCRT you
your
have solved?
How many
How many
times?
years
Mean?
NCRT, how many years NCRT you have solved? 5 years, 6 years, 7 years? You have
Ma'am, you
mainly
mean
focused on how many
previous
years?
year questions, ma'am? PYQs?
Yeah, PYQs.
Yeah. From which year? Like 2019, 20? How many years PYQs you have solved? Last 5 year or last 10 years? Have you
10 years,
focused
ma'am. Ma'am,
on?
so I bought a book of last 10 year BYQs. This was at the very start of my NEET preparation. And I did all the entire last 10 year PYQs one. And then somewhere or the other, whenever I was studying PYQs to prop up, so when they came up, I just studied them and did them, resolved them. But like thoroughly, I've like done the last 4-5 years PYQs thoroughly.
Okay. The last 5 years you have 5 years PYQs you have thoroughly practiced. From the book you have bought, like it has 10 years PYQs, and from that you have practiced last 4 to 5 years thoroughly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And how about that there are like 20 plus years, 30 plus years of PYQs are there? Have you practiced that in your
Ma'am, so
journey?
I bought that book for physics, but not for the sake of the.
Umayama, your audio is muted.
That's why I bought it. I used the. With like for physics, I didn't solve them just as PYQs, but as a that these are just sums which I have to solve. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah. You are audible. Yeah, now you are audible.
Because I think my voice went in the middle or something, right?
Yeah.
So for physics, I solved them not as PYQs, but as sums because I needed to solve practice sums from many sources in physics. And so I
Umayama,
used to
your
solve
face
them.
is
But,
not clearly visible. Like
yeah, ma'am. 1 second. Ma'am, now can you see us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Ma'am, so like I had for physics, I bought the 35 years book just to solve them as sums with like practice questions for each chapter. Not, I didn't keep it in mind at that time that these are PYQs. It was just there are sums which I want to solve. And for chemistry and biology, I didn't do 35 years at all. Just 10 years
Okay.
because 35 years was too long ago. So then the questions became more and more irrelevant also.
Yeah. So
And
it was
in a previous years, they did ask from outside NCRT. So
yeah. It was like if you take the 30 years back PYQs and all, it will be like your parents' time of
Exactly her dad had given.
system around that time, and now the exam has been very competitive. So obviously the pattern, everything has been changed, right? So
Correct, ma'am. Yeah. Correct, ma'am.
it will be totally irrelevant.
yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So
Her
you
dad
still
had also appeared for her dad had appeared for All India entrance. So he said, like, what you are doing with the MCQs which have been done in my year? How do they make any sense at this stage? Something like that. So like
okay.
that's why he had focused on 10 and thoroughly for 5 years. Yeah.
Okay, last
Yeah.
NTA PYQs, that is from the past years.
Yeah.
Past years.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And have you attempted the test series, Umayama, from the MemoNeet app? There was a Brahma's test series. Have you attempted that?
No, ma'am.
That she couldn't. She didn't have the time, ma'am. So she was mainly focusing on the NCRT. And mainly her main reason for the memo neat was the line by line approach. That is what
Yeah.
attracted her to it.
Yeah, ma'am, we
She
have
also
tried
said
to
Also the
cover
fact that it
questions
was
from
fully NCRT based. Like also the
yeah,
fact
we
that
have
MemoNeet
tried
was
to
fully
cover.
NCRT based. Like there are certain other apps which you get, but then they are not fully NCRT based. But MemoNeet was one of those where there was like nothing beyond NCRT. So that appealed to me the most actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
actually,
totally
ma'am,
hard
we
to
have
find
made
app
like
that is
questions from every line of NCRT. Every chapter is having like more than 500 questions. So we have covered every concept in very deep in MemoNeet for every chapter. So that's why that app might have helped you to get you yourself thorough with NCRT. And
Correct, ma'am.
any suggestions, Umayama, any suggestions you have to improve our app further? What all you think that should be
Yeah,
included in the
absolutely.
app to make it more useful for the aspirants?
Ma'am, like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel that in the app, if there could be a like when there are MCQs, so like when I go, I can find out whether the MCQ is solved in the past or not. But if you all could keep a segregation, like for example, Living World chapter, if there's diversity in Living World and the
Binomial
taxonomic.
nomenclature.
So, like, if I've solved the
Taxonomy.
first topic but not solved the second topic, so in the app, when I open the chapter Living World for the subtopics ka list, in that there should be a segregation. So, separate for those I have solved and separate for
Maybe
those
a
I have
color
not solved.
highlighting or something of that sort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ma'am.
A change of
Yeah,
color in the, like then it is easy for the student to remember. Yeah, I've done it. Something like that, na?
Yeah.
yeah, definitely that could be included. So very happy to talk to you and interact with you. It's my pleasure to talk with a student who has scored first, All India rank first. And the entire MemoNeet team is feeling so proud of you. We are very happy that one of our user has scored. Like just like your parents are feeling proud, we are also feeling very proud
Yeah,
of
yeah,
you.
ma'am, definitely.
And
We also very thankful to
yeah,
the MemoNeet team for their like
yeah,
proper management of the app. Because if an app keeps on hanging and all, it becomes irritating to the student. That aspect wasn't there. It was running smooth on her. Actually, she has a very basic cell phone, ma'am. On that also, it was running fine. A very basic model. So, like on that also, it was running fine. Otherwise, sometimes certain apps need a superior version of Android. So that part we were happy, ma'am.
And
yeah.
there is one
Thank you
thing
so
like
much for your words.
usually this app subscription and all people will consider like still like it's still they are kids, they are studying in the class 11th and 12th. So most people might not aware about these the subscriptions and all. They will be not very happy to take it. They still prefer going towards the preparation towards the books and all. So what you will tell to them? Basically, like whether it is good to go for the apps, is it okay to be trustable, it is trustable or not?
Ma'am, but like the thing is, many people they don't understand that it needs the clear-cut roles of everything. Like you cannot say that solving MCQs is going to replace the role of conceptual understanding, but that doesn't mean that if you only have conceptual understanding, you can't don't need to solve MCQs. Like each thing is important in its own way. So you can't say that I'll only go to classes and take an app, but you can't say that I'll only go to classes. You can't say I'll only go take an app but not go to classes, and also, so you can't say that I'll only go to classes, but then I won't solve any MCQs. So you need to mean like understand that each thing has its own importance. So like as far as the MCQ solving aspect of NEET is concerned, MemoNeet was like a major help for me.
No, okay.
Okay. Yeah, and we are very happy to hear these words from you, Mema, and definitely these are very like inspirational for us that is giving us a boost and an energy to go forward and do more for our aspirants and users. So
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you, ma'am.
definitely,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much.
All
Thank you,
power to
Mema.
you to help more
Thank you very
students
much.
in the future. Mhm.
Yeah, ma'am, we'll try our best. Our team is really working very hard and we'll continue to do that. Thank you so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
for your time. We are always
Thank you.
grateful
Thank
to
you
you.
for
Thank you
giving
so
us a
much.
platform to share our thoughts. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye bye, ma'am.